Good morning, everybody. What is going on? Welcome back to another video. So today's July 8th. It's been 5 weeks since I had surgery, and I'm heading back up to LA to go meet with my surgeon and their team. The last time I was there was for my week 3 visit, so 2 weeks ago. I'm no longer going there weekly. I got my splint out last time, so that was awesome. It's been 2 weeks since. Today I am going to go see the orthodontist also, see how the rubber bands are going to go. I'm also going to ask him about the midline that I mentioned in my previous video, why it's a little bit off, if we can fix that. And I'm also going to figure out, hopefully, how long I have my braces for, because I always had the idea that after surgery you need minimum 6 months at least, but I'm reading that on some of the Facebook groups of the jaw surgery support groups, that some people had their braces only for like 3 months after. So maybe I'll get mine off sooner, but that's not what I'm hoping. I mean, I'm not gonna think about that. I'm not entirely optimistic, so I'm just gonna assume that's gonna be 6 months, just so I'm not feeling sad when he goes, yeah, it's gonna be 6-8 months, you know? Okay, fine, whatever. Anyway, this is my bag of stuff that I'm bringing up today. I used to have so much stuff when I was gonna travel up to LA. I used to bring medicine, I used to bring wax, I used to bring my syringes so I could drink water. I mean, this was all when I had my splint in, right? Last time I was driving up, I had my splint in. So this time, I'm driving up. I'm also driving up by myself this time. Don't have Clay, my godfather, with me, or my parents. That's totally fine. I don't even think they need to come with me the last few times. I could drive on my own, but just for like a safety precaution and somebody to keep me company, make sure I was safe, and if anything happened, we were all good. But this time, I got 2 protein shakes, I got water, my book. By the way, this book is insanely good. If you haven't read it, you guys gotta read it. Sapiens, Brief History of Humankind. He writes it so well. And just some juice here. So that's it, nothing else. No wax, no syringes, no pain medication, no soup, whatever. So that's it. I'm bringing some papers too. This was the timeline that they gave me. Oral surgery, recovery timeline, stuff like that. So I'm going to bring that, ask them some questions where they think I should be, when I should start eating food, and that's pretty much it. So God, I'm talking too much. Let's get on the road. Alright guys, we made it back to UCLA School of Dentistry for my appointment at 11. It's about 10:45. Left at around 9:20, so did it in about an hour and 20 minutes. Not bad. Some traffic on the way, as you saw, but otherwise good. So let's see what they have to say to me today.
2 hours later.
What is up, guys? So just finished my meeting. I'm sparing you guys from all the walking into the office, going up the elevator, all that kind of boring stuff that I've done in my other videos. So I'm gonna get right to it. Just finished that little visit, and I basically was just kind of looking at my bite. They go, yep, everything looks good, you know, coming together. Now it's, you know, like they told me last time, you know, your orthodontist is basically taking over from here. And I basically just answered, or I asked them any questions that I had. So stuff about I have a clicking noise in my jaw. I asked them about that. I asked them about the midline being like a little bit changed. I asked them about if I could ever eat an apple again, ever in my life. They said, yeah, you'll eventually be able to eat one. When I could eat food, like normal food, they said about 3 month mark, so probably another 2 months, which again, I kind of expected. They said I could start soft chew food, stuff like that. So yeah, the meeting went well. I'm heading over to my orthodontist right now to see what he has to say, maybe get new elastics, ask him some of the similar questions about the clicking noise. Maybe he can address that. We'll take a look at that dark tooth, which I mentioned to the surgeon's team, and they said, yeah, you know, there could be an accumulation of blood or a blood clot due to the palate expansion, and it could be causing the tooth to die. I also mentioned to them that I have a chipped tooth. One of my big teeth is chipped, and it wasn't like that before, and they're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that's a minor fix. So everything's good. Let's head over to the orthodontist, and I'll give you guys an update once that's finished. Okay, everybody, whoa, it is 2 o'clock. I just finished up my appointment with my orthodontist. It took me about an hour. I'm gonna hit the road now. I'll fill you guys in once I get home. It's already 2 o'clock. I already said that. So it's 2 o'clock, and in LA, traffic picks up very quickly. So I'm gonna try and get home and try and beat some of that, so I'm not sitting in the car all day. And I'll update you guys when I get home. Overall, maybe not some good news. Not what I wanted to hear today. Some changes done to my mouth. You know, expectancy on how long I'll have my braces. I got kind of an estimate on that. So overall, man, it's just like, it's crazy and it's unfortunate. You know, issues with my bite. It's like, it seems like it'll never get better. Oh my God. So just day by day, I'll update you guys when I get home. Welcome back, everybody. It's about 3 o'clock. Finally made it home, back from the orthodontist and being up in LA for my surgeon's meeting. And like you saw in the previous clip, I was driving home. Today was not a great day. I'm not feeling too good. Here's why. I went to my surgeon's office. Everything they said it looked pretty good, like I told you guys, and you saw I asked them a lot of questions and they were answering those, and everything seemed fine. Said bite's looking good. You're weeks ahead of everybody else who we've seen before. Your mouth can open really wide. Your bite's looking good. Your swelling is pretty far down. You know, begin your soft chew diet. Try stuff like very light fish, scrambled eggs, mashed potatoes, everything like that. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I go to my orthodontist, and I tell him about my bite. I'm like, hey, you know, the midline is off. You know, I noticed ever since the splint came out, and since you last saw me 2 weeks ago, the midline is slightly off, you know. Just something I'm noticing. I'm also noticing that when I bite down, it seems like the left side of my teeth right here in this area, I'll make contact a lot harder and first rather than the other side, so it's not kind of even. I'm feeling that there's more pressure on this side of my bite than that side. But otherwise, you know, I'm kind of like, yeah, let's see what he's got to say. He looks at my bite, looking in there, pulling my lip aside, looking and looking. Finally, he goes, yeah. Goes to the lady, the assistant, and goes, okay, I'm going to need 2 buttons on the upper, whatever the number was, like upper 7s. And, yeah, we're going to need to adjust your rubber bands and prescribe you a new pattern because you're developing a cross bite. Your bite is also becoming more narrow too, and you're developing a cross bite. So it's starting to collapse in on itself, my upper jaw. It's starting to get narrow again, and I'm developing a cross bite, which is why I felt that the left side was starting to make contact harder and first rather than the right side. God. It stinks. So I'm 35 days out. Today's the day, week 5, basically end of week 5, so start of week 6. It's been 35 days. And I had elastics going from the back down to the teeth here, so like a diagonal type effect, like you guys saw. Those are no longer being used anymore. I now have these buttons, which are now basically brackets on the inside of my tooth, on the very back tooth. So this top left back tooth and this top right back tooth, you know how there's brackets right on the outside of your teeth? I now have a bracket or a button on the inside, on the opposite side of that tooth. And now a rubber band goes from the inside of that tooth across my teeth and to the outside of these brackets in a triangle formation. So basically, it's going from the inside tooth here to across diagonal and spreading to these two. So it's like a side cross triangle. And that's gonna help apparently or hopefully try and prevent the crossbite from getting worse and fight against it and keep my upper jaw from narrowing, basically. My back tooth here, especially where that crossbite I could feel was more pressure, the back molar here is really hurting, like very sore, completely aching. I've only left the orthodontist about an hour ago, and I'm biting down on the rubber bands, right? Because now the rubber bands go across my teeth, so when I bite down, I bite on the rubber bands. And the tooth is very sore, so that's annoying. I don't know how typical this is of double jaw surgery patients with class 3 underbites. I don't know if other people had narrow jaws like I did. Maybe not so many. You know, a lot of people say double jaw surgery, but they don't have the palate expansion like I needed. And I guess the muscles in my mouth that I have now are very custom and built for the narrow jaw and built for the underbite that I had. So they're fighting very hard to get back to that, and we're trying to prevent it. And so far, we just have to stay on top of the game because it's not working. It sucks because, you know, you watch YouTube videos of other jaw patients and they're like doing well, and like, okay, I'll step back a bit. I'm doing very well, right? Like, my recovery is going well in terms of my health. I've been playing golf. I have reduced swelling. I still have some numbness, but I'm sure there's other people who are watching this video who are probably not able to sympathize with me because they're like, damn, I'm 30 days and I'm way more swollen, or I haven't even started my soft chew. Some people might even say that I still have a splint in, you know? After 35 days, I still have my splint and you don't. So obviously I'm super fortunate and grateful to be where I am now in terms of those things. I have no splint. But at the same time, I'm having I guess, I don't know if I can say complications, but there's roadblocks, and there's these bumps in the road that you've got to fight, and it's just like, you hope that after your double jaw surgery and the plates in your mouth that you go to your orthodontist, you maybe wear rubber bands, guiding elastics like I was wearing, and it just goes smoothly from there. And then within 4 months, 5, 6 months, you got your braces off. You're good to go. You're in the home stretch. But for me, it just seems like I've got to fight this, and I don't know. It's just like, God, the other part of this situation is I also asked my orthodontist, I said, hey, you know, what's kind of timeline on when you think I'll get my braces off? Are we thinking like 6 months, like December-ish, right? I think that's pretty typical. Some people get off pretty early, but I think 6 months is like, okay, your teeth were already straight before surgery. And also, my teeth were straight before I even got braces. Like, I didn't get braces because my teeth were crooked, you know? I got braces to adjust my bite and fix the angle of my teeth and reposition some molars and shift some teeth around for my new bite. I didn't have like crooked teeth. I didn't have like screwed up mouth. I wish I had started filming before then to show you guys. I can put up some photos, but I already had really straight teeth. Like, no one noticed anything was wrong with my bite, you know? So like, I had braces for 1.5 years before surgery to adjust for the new bite, just with straight teeth already. So that took a long time, longer than I thought. Then I get surgery, and now I asked him, you know, what time do you think I got my braces off? And I go 6 months. He goes, maybe longer than that. And I go, oh shoot, okay, well, you know, I was expecting 6, and I can stomach like 8 or 10. He goes, yeah, maybe like another year. What? Another year of braces after surgery. Oh man. That would make it 2.5 years since I got my braces on. I would have, if I get my braces off in 1 year, next June, I'll be 26 and a half, and I got my braces on when I was 23, almost 24. So 2.5 years of having braces. I'm talking weird now because I'm scared to close my mouth. My teeth hurt so much. They're aching on the back there with the rubber bands. I'm going to go show you guys what I have going on right now and what the buttons are. I never knew what they were never heard them before. It just seems like every time I go to the orthodontist, there's something new. It's like, oh yeah, your tooth is decaying, you have a dying tooth, it's a dark tooth. I never even knew what that was, so I learned about that. Now it's like, oh, you're getting a crossbite and your jaw is narrowing. So we're gonna need to put on buttons on your teeth. What are buttons? Okay, now I know what that is. So man, just kind of stinks. Obviously the process is the process. You can't rush it. And I want my teeth to stay straight, you know, when I get the braces off. And I don't want my braces off and then all of a sudden within 6 months of having no braces, my jaw is totally screwed up. I don't want to have a crossbite. I don't want my jaw to narrow. I don't want to have braces for another year. I really wish you could have told me, you're good, this is great, let's just wear the guiding elastics, the bite's holding like it should, midline is centered, and we'll get the brace off in 4 months, 6 months. Like, wouldn't that have just been insanely awesome? So yeah, that's where I'm at. A little bummed out by today with my crossbite coming in, my jaw narrowing after I just had the palate expansion, dead tooth. So let me show you guys the button and what I'm talking about here and how I have my elastics set up right now. God, my teeth are really sore on the left side. That's the crossbite side. I can feel it. I guess that's good. I guess that means it's working. But hopefully you guys can see it though. So it's both of the back brackets. The one in the very back and the metal one right in front of it. So my back two molars hooked onto the furthest molar I have on my back teeth that has the button on the other side. And now what I want to show you guys also is my midline. So if you guys compare my video from last time, look where my midline is now. Look how off it is. Look at this crack here. It goes like alongside this bracket, not like that. Would be straight. I'm purposely like twisting my jaw, but if I just go normal, look at that. Another thing that I've noticed is, so when I usually get home from when I got my splint, that I look at my bite, right? You examine it. You have all this time and you're so tuned in to the minor changes in your bite, in your mouth. You're spending so much time obsessing over it that I noticed that I could fit this tool between these two teeth right here. This guy and this guy. I could slide it in between them right here. Now I can't. Before I could just go, it would fit like this. See? So those teeth go right underneath it. This one, not at all. So the bite's clearly moving. The midline is worse. My teeth are aching. I have buttons now, which are basically like brackets on the inside of my mouth. They're not held in by anything but glue. They have risk of falling out. My teeth are super sore. And it just seems like this journey is long, and I know it's long, and I'm still, you know, pleased with my results so far. But little bumps in the road like this kind of just like, God, you want to get it over with, and you just want the best news possible. I've been working like so hard to get this bite correct, you know, like you sacrifice so much. You've put so much time in going to the dentist, the orthodontist, the dentist, the surgeon. You've went through the surgery. It's like oh my God, I just want to be there. I just want to be there at the end of this. And this is just kind of a bummer. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for coming today, watching the video. If you're subscribed, thanks for your support. If you're not and you're new to the channel, my name is Winston. Had double jaw surgery 35 days ago, documenting my whole progress. So please subscribe if that's something you want to follow. But it's pretty crazy that just 5 days ago I posted the video of day 30 update, and the midline was like just centimeters off, and now this is just off, just way off.
and these teeth are like touching over here, and these are not. So I'm getting a crossbite. My mouth is shifting this way. Or maybe it's shifting that way, actually. Yeah, no, my mouth is shifting this way. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know. It's getting too much for me. Anyway, guys, so that's the update. I will see you all next video.